time for breakfast, just my coffee and an English muffin. They open doors at 10 o'clock. Yeah. I said I couldn't go back, but I'm driving. Just take it back if you don't like it. Keep telling myself this is it, but I'm lying. Who cares about that? I left my her some dip, a coffee maker, some rubber boots in case it rains. Yeah. I got
not to be popular. It's just I'm inspired by my brother, that reality Temple's brother, the most powerful voice on the internet, that reality Angelsnupnup7. That's right, brother. I'm calling you out, brother. I'm building you. I'm putting you out there, brother. I'm shouting you out. That's my inspiration.
When soul singer and black activist Sam Cooke wrote the lyrics to his song, "A Change Is Gonna Come," it was very direct and to the point. With some changes to it, the song was still digestible. In the year 2019, black folks continue to go through the change rather than direct the change. A community activist named Taalik Ibn'rad has made an appeal similar to what Sam Cooke was asking for. A change. It's said that the meek shall inherit the earth. We ask when. When will the landlords give the meek a free lease? Mr. Ibn'rad is humbly asking for the state of Mississippi. President Trump has already had sit-downs with the wrong representatives of the black community. How about a real discussion with a true grassroots African American? Join and organize Operation Exodus Mississippi today, or become a supporter.
5 O'Shea shows.
Nick, selling drugs to, black people and then making some excuse about it, saying like,
I'm a product of my environment. I didn't have any other choice. When, there's plenty of other choices than selling drugs and breaking the law. And we're talking about breaking the law. We're not talking from the moral standpoint. We're talking about lawful. Okay. So again, laws have consequences. Morals are just, subjective. But when you have laws and things on paper that say, if you do this, we're going to punish you by incarcerating you, and you break them and you're dumb enough to get caught, then you're just dumb.
All right. Shout out to Reality's Temple in the building. Well, just for myself, I got to get him on here, man. You talk about somebody polarizing. Whoa. that brother is, I'll leave that alone. Shout out to the brother, though, Justin.
And that is Brother Taalik from the Reality Temples on Earth channel. And if you get a chance to subscribe, please do subscribe to his channel. He's a good brother. He's doing good work, and he wants to do good constructive things. He has good information to provide. So please do check out his channel if you get a chance.
Hey, my brother, I had to call you and thank you personally again. I cannot describe to you how happy I was to meet you in person, finally. That was just amazing.
Free your mind.
I'm going to tell you right now where it's coming from. One of the things that I have been accused of when people have a hard time explaining what they believe, they tell me I don't read. I need to study more. I need to read more. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with reading material. There's nothing wrong with studying. This is what education is all about. It's all about embracing the material, and you study and you read. Now, this is the thing about reading. You must be able to comprehend what you read. There are many people who can read, but they do not comprehend what they read. So what is the sense of reading and you cannot comprehend what you read? Also, I want to make this point. I understand that it makes you feel real smart, don't it? I know it do. It make you feel real smart because you read all these books. And you've been doing a lot of study. Make you feel smart. The so-called Negro in America, we like feeling smart. We like to feel intelligent. I've been studying this for 30 years. I've been studying this for 50 years. The problem, brothers and sisters, is that's a wonderful thing. Study and reading. But you have a serious problem if you are wrong. So what if you read? What if you got all these books that you've read and you've done all this studying, but you are wrong, you are in error? See, Many of us, we only study, we only read just enough to support what we believe, no matter what that might be. You're right, see? You're right, Syria. Just because something is in a book don't mean it's 1000% right. And that's where you make your mistake. Everything that's in a book, there's a probability, because it came from a human being, that it could have error in it. Something could be wrong. Books are written by human beings. That could be wrong. Books are written by human beings that tell lies. Just because a person write a book don't mean they telling the truth. I don't give a damn if it's a history book or a science book. And that's where you make your mistake. Because you believe in science, you believe in history. You think that everything that is put in a book is true, and it's not. There was a guy that was on the Oprah Winfrey show. And he was telling Oprah this sad story, how he was homeless, or whatever, I think it was. And he one of those rags to riches stories. And Oprah Winfrey, she ate that up. The audience ate it up. Come to find out, the whole thing was a lie from the very beginning to the end. It was a lie. And Oprah Winfrey made his book, part of her book club. And the whole story was a lie. And because of Oprah, he was invited to other places also. But there were people who knew this guy, and they started to talk, and he was exposed as a charlatan. I just wanted to be famous, that's all. I didn't mean no harm. He wrote a book, and the whole thing was a lie. So just because something is in a book, don't mean it's true. Just because you call something science and history can be manipulated to support whatever somebody wants it to say. A good example, yeah, Alistair, but a good example of this is the Nazis. The Nazis had a lot of books, a lot of information based on science and history to prove they were the superior race. So you must believe them because they put it in a book. It was science and it was history. So it must be true, right? People, human beings write books. Also, when you get caught up in books, the book reflects the mind of somebody else. These are not your thoughts. These are the thoughts that belong to somebody else. You are reading the thoughts of another man. And you don't know the intentions of that man. You don't know the intentions of that woman. When you read history, the majority of the time, the history that you get comes from the view of the winner, of the conquerors. Very few losers leave anything behind in books. Because most times in history, when you lose, when you become conquered, the conqueror usually destroys everything of the loser. So you don't even know those people even existed. I guarantee you, World War II, the story of World War II is told much, much different if we were able to read the history from the Japanese or from the Nazis, if the Nazis were still here. So these are not your thoughts. All those books that you have on your shelf, none of that is your thoughts. We depend on the thoughts and the opinion and the beliefs of other people. So you fill yourself up with that which don't belong to you. You're nothing but a living, walking vessel of plagiarism. So when I talk to these people, I am not really talking to them because they don't know nothing. They have not tried to learn nothing. Living on this planet 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, everything come out their mouth come from a book what somebody else said. What I learned in school was from somebody else said. They themselves have not learned how to use their own brain, come up with their own information. Like if we want to talk about abortion. You're going to tell me about what you read about abortion? You're going to tell me about the statistics and all that kind of good stuff? But you're not going to go out your way. You are alive, and you have a neighborhood. Why don't you go out in the neighborhood and ask the people, do you know somebody that had an abortion? Come up with your own statistics. Get some information yourself. Everything these people say is based on what somebody else say. They make no attempt to get no information. They don't think for themselves at all. They don't seek information. It's just like you're not alive. Woo, it's really rough out here. It's like you're not even alive. So, since these are not your thoughts, these are the thoughts of somebody else. When you debate me, when you talk to me, I already know where you're coming from because contrary to popular belief, Angelsnupnup7 has read a lot of books. I'm not interested in that no more. I concentrate on what I know. What's the sense of being alive and you don't know nothing? Everything that you got, all your knowledge and understanding is second-hand, third-party information. You don't make no attempt to think for yourself, look and research and experience life on your own. Your life is based on what somebody else said in a book. The teachings, the Black conscious teachings. What the Bible said, what the Quran said, what your mama said, what your Uncle Petey said. You don't have no thoughts of your own. None. All your thoughts come from somebody else. What Dr. Claude Anderson say? What the President Donald Trump say? What's the sense of having your brain and you don't know how to think? What's wrong with you? And you want to get angry at me because I haven't read any books, because I'm not interested. Not to say that you don't get good information from books. I'm not saying that. Books only take you so far. You have a brain. You don't think. So when you listen to these people, when they talk, you never hear them talk about analyzing information, because they don't analyze nothing. They take what they read in a book and they accept it as being true. They don't analyze the information, looking for error, looking for mistakes. Everything in a book is true. Everything in a book is right. Science is 1,000% right. History is 1,000% right, because it's in a book. And then when you meet somebody like me, and I show you the flaw, and I show you the error, because I've analyzed this. I've done my own thinking, and I found that whoever put this together, they made a mistake, because they're human beings. Also, just like Minister Farrakhan say all the time, a person cannot think outside of the diameter of their knowledge. If you don't know, how can you talk about it? You cannot talk about what you don't know. If I've never seen an apple, how can I talk about an apple? In order to come to the best conclusion, you must have all the information. Don't you know there are a lot of people sitting in jail right now, sitting in prison, because when they went to trial for the first time, the jury did not hear all the evidence, did not hear all the information, because if they heard all the information, it's a possibility they would have came up with a different conclusion. That's the same thing with any information that you get. If you're missing something in the equation, you're going to get a wrong answer. And I'm showing people that you're missing something in the equation, and we keep getting these wrong answers. And some of you don't even give a damn, because you're going to believe what you believe. You don't want to accept reality. You like what you came up with and you're satisfied with it. So don't turn around and tell me I'm seeking the truth. You're not interested in the truth. Because if you was interested in the truth, then you would be looking for the facts. And if the facts add up and it is in disagreement with your conclusion, then you have to change your belief. You don't want to change your belief. I don't care what you say. I'm going to believe in Allah. I don't care what you say. Black first. I don't care what you say. RBG Nation. I don't care what you say. I'm going to go be a Christian. I don't care what you say. So what you reading all these books for? What you getting all this information for? When the only thing you are is a liar and a deceiver, and the first liar, and you deceiving yourself. You're not interested in what is good. You're only interested in what is feeling good. So yes. So clearly Angelsnupnup7, in order for me to even begin to understand where you're coming from, Angelsnupnup7 has done a lot of reading. Religious books, history, and science. That's why I know what you're talking about. If I did not read, how would I even begin to understand what you're talking about? But the problem is, since I think for myself, I can see the flaw, I can see the error. Also, we have new information. We have new information we did not have before. So when you get, look, if you are baking a cake, and according to the recipe, when you put these ingredients together, you're gonna get this kind of cake. But if you add or subtract from the recipe, you're gonna get a different kind of cake. And see, y'all like the cake, the lie. You like the fantasy that you embrace. You like the lie, it makes you feel good. You like the fantasy world that you're living in. You like to feel like you smart. And you so smart, you don't understand simple things. There was a movie, I think it was Tom Cruise and what's his name? Dustin Hoffman, I believe. And Dustin Hoffman was autistic or something like that. But he was smart. He was really, really smart. But he could not understand simple things. And that's how you are. I try to be as simplistic as I can when I bring my messages to YouTube. But you don't understand. You can't comprehend because you out there in La La Land because you want to feel smart, you want to feel intelligent, you want to feel scholarly, you want to use big words and go to the dictionary and you want to try to show off. and Lord help you if you got a few degrees. You want to show off that you went to college and you got all these degrees, bachelor's degree, master's degree, high school diploma, and you want to show all this off. Doing all that and you still wrong. See, that's the frustrating thing about it. You got all these books and all these degrees on your wall and you still wrong. And you get angry at me because I'm showing you your error and you don't believe that's possible because you read all these books. I got all these degrees on the wall. It's impossible. It is possible. It's possible because books and the information and the scholars can be wrong. And you don't want to accept that because it's in a book. Like I say, nothing wrong with reading. You need to be able to comprehend what you read, and you need to be able to gather information on your own so that when you read and get information outside of yourself, you can notice the flaw in the information. But since you don't think for yourself, you depend on somebody else's brain, then you have a problem with me because I have to be wrong. I read all these books. It's impossible. When I talk to these people, I'm not even talking to a human being. I'm talking to a book. Well, it says in this book, the Quran say, what about your brain? That's what I'm looking for. What do you think? What do you know? What's your research? Don't even know who you are as a human being. You're nothing but a big ass book, an advertisement for other people. What books you read. But your own brain, you don't know nothing. This is why you don't understand me. Because I want to know me. I have a brain. Use it. Understand what logic is and reasoning, common sense. Be analytical. Just because somebody put it in a book, don't mean it's 1000% correct. Especially when it comes to history, you gotta watch out. Science, it's a 50-50 because it is what it is. But history is opinionated. It's coming from the view of the conqueror. I want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to the Holy Quran. I don't want to talk to the Bible. I don't want to talk to your college professor. I want to talk to you. What do you know? Stop plagiarizing other people's thoughts. You are a grown man and woman. You've been on this planet a little while. 20 years, 30 years, 40, 50 years. What's the sense of becoming an elder? And the only thing that elder has not learned nothing in life. The only thing that elder can do is tell you about what they read out of a book. Like, damn, you've been on this planet for 50, 60 years. You don't know nothing at all yourself? You haven't experienced nothing that you can share with younger people about you and life? You gotta tell them about the teachings, what you read. Tell them how to study. Tell young people how to study somebody else thinking. You mean to tell me all these years you are 20, 30, 40, 50 years old and you don't have no, so y'all listen to these people on YouTube. The only thing they can do is quote from somebody. Well, Marcus Garvey said this, Elijah Muhammad said that, Malcolm X, like, damn, what about you? Right, Assyrian. If you want to get out of this situation, you got to depend on your own thoughts. You have to depend on your brain. That's what you have to do. You have to depend on yourself. Learn how to think for yourself. Be who you are. Stop trying to be other people. Stop plagiarizing and copying other folks. What they did. You did not live 5,000 years ago, 2,000 years ago. Some of you did not even live 40 years ago. I'm not saying, again, I'm not saying not to take advantage of that information, but to believe it is 1000% correct, you're making a mistake. You're making a mistake when you leave out certain information. You come up with the wrong conclusion. And that's what you see all over YouTube. All these people talking, all these solutions, all these ideas, and they're coming up with the wrong conclusions, and they will never be successful. Never. The only thing they can do is feel good. And that's what most of them will do. They will come out here and talk, then they will get drunk, get high, get in the bed, seek sexual pleasure, and feel good. That's all they're gonna do. That's right, Syrian. If it all was correct, we would be free right now. Absolutely. And Syrian is a Christian. I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna be out of here. Syrian is a Christian, but Syrian knows how to go outside or knows how to think within that thinking process and seek information to get the job done. The greatest weapon that you have that God gave you is your brain. So if Syrian believes in God, then God bless Syrian with the brain. Use it sometimes. Use it. God gave you everything that you need. Use it. God helped those who help themselves. That's why you got a brain. Use it. We don't want to use it. We want the easy way out. We just follow somebody. And see, that's all y'all do. Read a whole bunch of books and you a bunch of followers. Follow somebody else lead, what they discovered, what they did with their brain. So you don't have to use your brain. I'm not impressed with you. I'm not impressed. Because that's not you. You are not the Bible. You're not the Quran. You're not Elijah Muhammad. You're not Farrakhan. You are you. Who are you? You so involved in the information and the scholarship, we don't even know who the hell you are. You trying to be somebody else. And where did they get their information from? Who are they trying to be like? Reading all the books. So Angelsnupnup7 do study. Angelsnupnup7 have read books. I'm not impressed by that stuff no more. I'm impressed by my thinking, my ability to use my own brain. That's what your brain is for. And you don't know how to deal with me because you're dealing with somebody who has learned how to be me. I'm not trying to be nobody else. And that's what I want for you to do. Be yourself. Accept your own and be yourself. That's what they say. Let's try it. And when you do that, you're not going to be angry with me no more. You're not going to be upset with me no more. You're going to thank me. You're going to say, wow. Because when you start, oh man. And some of you who listen to me, you know how I feel. When you begin thinking for yourself, you become a critical thinker. The sky's the limit. You can't even describe how free you feel. Because you're not bound by no type of knowledge. You just feel free. I cannot even describe how good of a feeling that is. We can't even describe it. You are no longer a slave to nothing, to books, to people, or nothing. So, it should take a long time to get to Memphis. I'm about I'm about 15 miles to Memphis. Just gonna pass through real quick. Just went through that rain. It slowed down. It looked like it stopped. But yeah, just wanted to get that off my chest and give you something to think about. I want you to think about it. Don't be thinking about what you read in a book. Use your brain. On that note, let me get out of here, finish up what I need to do, and y'all have a nice night. I have another subject I want to talk to. I guess I'll say that for sometime tomorrow, I guess. I'm in Arkansas. I'm in Arkansas, like 15 miles to Memphis, Tennessee. I'll be in downtown Memphis in a little bit here. That's right, Syria. I want you to, if this is the original video, I want you to check out my chat room. I have some of the most smartest people in the world that come to Angelsnupnup7. My friend, my Christian friend, Syrian, is making excellent points. Okay, Brother Micah. Are you in Tennessee? Are you in Tennessee or Arkansas, Brother Micah? So on that note, let me get out of here. You have a peaceful night. And I want to say this too. I know that I can be wrong. I know I can be in error. Oh, okay, Arkansas. Okay. I know I can be wrong. I know I can be in error. Matter of fact, my Christian friend, Syrian, has put me in check many, many times. So I do listen to you, Syrian. I'm trying not to be so mean, and I'm trying to be respectful to, to people's beliefs and everything. These pro-black folks piss me off. I'm not really trying to be nice to them because they're not trying to be respectful or nice to me. So when I talk about these pro-black pieces of trash, it's all gravy. I don't want to be nice with them. But everybody else, I apologize. I don't mean to be disrespectful to you. I don't mean to, be like that. I'm just trying to bring an observation that maybe we did not see. I'm not trying to make mockery of your belief system or your opinion or nothing like that. I learned from you too, Syria, because you know a lot. You know your Bible, and you know a lot of history. I learned, believe me, I learned a lot from you too. And see, that's the way it is. We share information. We need to stop being so damn sensitive and just fall back a little bit, because nobody trying to hurt nobody here. We trying to learn. We trying to get ourselves together. We want to get out of this condition, and we want what is best in the best interest of us. We want freedom, justice, and equality, and get out of this mess once and for all. And all of us deserve that. I'm not picking and choose nobody. All of us who are descendants of slaves, born in America, having dark skin, with African, Aboriginal, or other ancestry, you know who you are. We deserve better. We deserve to get out of this mess. Once and for all. I'm sick of it, and you should be sick of it too. We need to end this and stop passing our cowardice, our laziness, our incompetence to future generations. The buck stops here. We can bring this all to an end. But with people like these old pro-blacks and some of these other idiots, they are in the way. Need to push them out the way. They don't mean us no good. They are nothing but people who want slaves. And we don't play that. We're trying to get out of slavery, not try to go to another damn plantation.
Free your mind.
Angelsnupnup7, dumbass, don't read or study or read. Whichever. Angel don't do neither. Okay. So we listened to part one. I want to finish this up. Only going to take a few seconds, well, a few minutes actually. Look, I know. See, I've been around this stuff for over 30 years. This is what some of these people just don't understand. I've been around this black conscious, comedic, Afrocentric, whatever you want to call it. I've been around this stuff for over 30 years. And you might be impressed by the rhetoric. I am not impressed by the rhetoric. It is not scholarship to me. It is not intelligence to me. The only thing it is a response. Hey, what's up there, Robin? It's nothing but a response to your situation. If there was no white, there wouldn't be a black. Simple as that. And that's a problem. Because we're teaching all these different things based on black, and black did not exist until the racists created that concept. And it was not created until the late 1800s. Or late 1700s, my bad. The late 1700s. Get the information. Do your research. I have a video, because of copyright infringement, I can't upload it to YouTube. But if you go to my Facebook, hey, what's up there, Brother Micah? If you go to my Facebook, I have a video, the complete history of white supremacy. There are those, like my brother Gary. I heard Brother Gary say that there is such thing as black racism. I respectfully tell my brother, no. The only thing a dark-skinned person can do, a melanated person can do, a person of color can do, you can be a bigot and you can be prejudiced, but there is no non-European racist nowhere on this planet. You can go to Africa, you can go to China. They have not set up no systems designed to harass or to enslave, discriminate, just this particular group of color. Nowhere on this earth. The only place you ever found that mindset, that mentality, is with Europeans, because they are the ones that created that. And I don't care. You don't have to agree with me at all. This is coming out of their mouths. They are telling you the story, the complete history of white supremacy, racism. Now, if you watch this documentary, I think it's about 3 hours long, where I took a documentary and I took other bits and pieces and put it all together so you would get a complete picture of what racism really is. And I know that you might talk about what Dr. Claude Anderson say, and that's a nice analogy what he come up with. But if you really want to know from the horse's mouth how it was created, what it's supposed to do, then you need to watch that 3-hour documentary, The Complete History of White Racism, White Supremacy. And after you watch that documentary, because you do not, I'm pretty sure you don't know more about racism than the people that created it, after they told you what it is, now you come back to tell me exactly how black people or African Americans or any person, non-person of color, tell me how they can be racist. No. Matter of fact, in the original, the first definition of racism, they even told you it was white people or white skin color was superior over the black or the dark. They even told you. But then they got slick and tried to make it where anybody could be a racist to get the pressure off of them, when they know what the deal was from the very beginning. And so here we are, we trying to call black people racist and the Chinese are racist. And no, there's only one racist, real racist. You can be a bigot, you can be prejudiced. There's only one racist, and that is the European Caucasian people. They are the ones that created that for their purpose, and to this day, they're the only ones who actually practice that. Anything else you see has been influenced by them, and there are no other systems set up for that purpose. Nowhere, nobody. See, some of you want to try to play the goody-goody two-shoe role. Well, everybody steal, everybody lie, everybody take a dump, everybody. No, in this case, everybody don't. In this case, only one people was guilty who created, and they are still guilty to this day, of racism, and that's Caucasian people.
Any message has arrived.
Has nothing to do with me. You want to feel, you think that you trying to play this hero game, or everybody. No, in this case, everybody's not. Yeah, everybody's a liar. Everybody's a slanderer. Yeah, you can find a lot of, and I can agree with that. You can show no systems. You can show no other people on this planet that created systems where they control your life based on your skin color, except in racism, white supremacy, what these Caucasian people developed, what they created. Nowhere on this planet you gonna find that. Even on the African continent, when the majority of the people are dark skinned, none of these countries have set up, well, if you come to one of those African countries, they got it set up where they are racist and prejudiced against you because of your skin color. They have not set nothing like that up. If that was the case, they some poor ass racists when they making deals with not only the Europeans, but the Chinese or everybody, making deals so those people can take advantage of the resources that those people have on that continent. They some very poor races. They need to go back to racism school and learn from the professionals. So look, let's keep it real. And shout out to Ramen in the chat room. Of course, it's spontaneous. Let me just add some stuff, just a little bit to our talk. Angelsnupnup is a dumbass. He don't read, he don't study. Well, one problem is...
Has arrived. A new message has arrived.
What's up there, Tone? Tone, Micah, and Rowan. What's up, y'all? I can't be... I must have read something. I must know something in order for me to be able to speak the way that I did. And I want you to check out my chat room. If this is the original video, check out my chat room. Our soul brother Rowan is breaking down the origins and the beginning of racism. Check out what the brother has to say. Now, to ad lib to our original topic, again, let me make it very clear. There's nothing wrong with watching DVDs. There's nothing wrong with study. There's nothing wrong with a college education. There's nothing wrong with a high school education. There's nothing wrong with being self-taught. There's nothing wrong with gathering information. There's nothing wrong with scholarship. There's nothing wrong with these things. Let me make that clear. But the problem we are having is that these are not your thoughts. This is not your research. This is the research. This is the research and the thinking and the opinion and the belief of somebody else. And they sold you that. This is not your thinking. This is not your knowledge. This is not your understanding. This belongs to somebody else. You have made no attempt to study and research or do anything on your own. You read a book and you say that's 1000% correct, and you take it and run with it. Okay? That's the problem. The problem is anybody that write a book, anybody that run their damn mouth can be wrong, can be in error. But if you take them or what they say as some type of 1000% truth, then your truth is in error. Also, what happens is you cannot go beyond what they taught you. That's why when you look at the Moorish Temple or the Nation of Islam or the regular Christian church, whenever you look at all these places, all these groups, you don't see no progress. You don't see no advancement because their thinking does not evolve and go further than their teacher. It goes no further than their book. The reason why we live in a world with advanced technology and we call ourselves progress is that people were able to take knowledge and go beyond that knowledge, go outside of what they was taught. You are not able to do that. So you are stuck with Marcus Garvey in the 1930s. You stuck with Elijah Muhammad in the 1970s. You stuck 2,000 years ago with what you think Jesus Christ was about, or 1,400 years ago with the Prophet Muhammad. You stuck. And this is 2019. So you're limited to the knowledge or the understanding of the person you listening to and the book that you read and the DVD or the tape or wherever you get your knowledge. That's where your knowledge stops. And then you decide, I already know, and you decide, I don't need to learn no more. I got it. That's why you get angry at Angelsnupnup7, because you believe you already got it. I got this. I know. But you looking at your condition is telling you that you don't know. This is the problem with gaining knowledge and understanding and the scholarship, is that you cannot go outside of your teacher. You cannot go outside of the book. You cannot go outside of the DVD. You get to a certain point and you think that you know, and you don't know. So you cannot think no more than what Elijah Muhammad taught. So when Elijah Muhammad died, that's where your knowledge stopped. When Marcus Garvey transitioned, that's where your knowledge stopped. You keep saying the same damn stuff that they were saying during the time of Marcus Garvey in 1930. It is impossible for Marcus Garvey, if he was able to live to 2019, I guarantee you he would not be the same man in 2019 that he was in 1930. It's impossible. Because you are not the same person you was if you were 20 years old. You're not the same person you was when you were 7 years old. It's impossible. Because anybody is alive. When your mind is alive, if your brain is alive, it is impossible. You're supposed to grow. You're supposed to develop. You're supposed to go progress. You're supposed to evolve if you are alive. But if you are mentally dead, the dead cannot move unless the living move them. And there's nobody alive that can move you, so you're stuck in the same place where Harriet Tubman left you, where Sojourner Truth left you. That's right, Brother Tone. Brother Tone says, you live and you learn. You never stop growing. You never stop learning. Unless you get caught up in the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad only go so far. So once you get there, now what do? You have not learned how to evolve. Then some of you understand exactly where I'm coming from. Then you pretend and you make up knowledge, but if you listen to it, it's still the same damn stuff. It's still the same crap. You ain't moved no further. You faking the funk. Because if that was the case, your condition would be different. But your condition does not change. Your condition is still the same. You have not evolved. And one of the worst things that can happen to us when we do this is we become robots. We become like we on a assembly line. And the perfect example again is like Louis Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam. Farrakhan got all those brothers and sisters under his leadership like they robots that come off an assembly line. Everybody is named Muhammad. Allah has 99 attributes, I'm told. Close to 100 attributes. Not just Muhammad. But those people are manufactured like a car on an assembly line. When you go to the mosque and they say, phone call for Mr. Muhammad, phone call for Muhammad, everybody turn around because everybody's name is Muhammad. That's the most dumbest thing ever. You lose your own person. You lose who you are. Manufactured to be the same and act the same and do the same like you at GMC, a truck or a car coming off the assembly line. And that's the way Farrakhan and all these leaders want you to be. They want you to be a dumbass robot, a product coming off the assembly line. You don't question. That's right, Brother Tone. No self-identity. You don't question nothing. You just a yes man. You just a yes woman. Yes, sir. Yes, brother. Like you did the slave master on the plantation. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Farrakhan, sir. Yes, sir, Master Farrakhan. Yes, sir, Master. If Marcus Garvey was here, you would be doing that to him. Yes, sir, Master. Yes, Master Garvey. A brainwashed robot. That's right, Brother Micah. So you limit yourself when you read books, listen to DVDs, and you think there's nothing else to it. You think that's all the information. What about the information that's missing? Oh, that's impossible. It's not impossible. People are learning and discovering new information, things they did not know all the time. And when you learn these new things, it changes the conclusion. But see, you have become comfortable. You have become comfortable and loyal to your belief and to your education or your scholarship, and you think that you know it all. And so life for you will never change because you refuse to accept the new information that could actually solve your problem. Clearly, your scholarship and your information and all these things that you got, clearly, is not doing nothing for you. Make you feel good. Oh, the black man is God, and Jesus is coming back, and you know how to quote from the Quran and quote from the Bible, and you talk about, and you know all the history books, and Dr. Ben and Dr. John Henry Clark, and boy, all that stuff sure sound good. I got 30 years of hearing this stuff. Don't mean nothing to me. Oh, the Egyptians did that. So what? It don't mean nothing. And you keep doing the same stuff over and over again. Generational wealth. Let's build a business. Let's build a school. Let's build a church. The same stuff. Let's protest. Let's vote. Let's march. The same stuff. Round and round. Remind me of a dog chasing his tail. And you satisfied with that. You want to get angry at me because I'm supposed to be satisfied with chasing my tail, going round, and that's all they do. You're just going round and round. It never stops. Never stops. Chasing your own tail. You want me to praise you for being a pathetic loser. You want me to praise you for being incompetent. You say, well, come on, brother. People are trying. You are not trying. When somebody's showing you that you have an error in your ways, when somebody's showing you that's not working, when you know it's not working, and you keep doing the same stuff over and over again, I'm not gonna praise you for that. I'm gonna call you what you are. You're a pathetic, incompetent loser. I'm not praising you for being a loser. Now, some of these sisters, because they know y'all brothers are really pathetic and pitiful, now they might grab your little knee because you scraped your knee, and they might kiss your knee. Oh, brother, don't worry about it. Things take time. You gonna get it right one day. Oh, my little baby. Oh, assalamu alaikum. You know, hey, maybe they might do that for you. I can't do it. I've been around this stuff for 30-some years. It's time for you to win. But you don't want to let go of that which makes you lose. It's just like a person, if you playing basketball and somebody show you how to shoot the ball in a certain way, and you don't want to do it, I want to do it my way. Yeah, but you doing it your way, but you're not making no points, sir. I'm trying to show you how to shoot the ball so that we can score some points so we can win the game. And my granddaddy taught me how to shoot this basketball. It's not working though, man. See, that's where we're at. It's not working. You respect your grandfather, and you do make a few points, but I'm showing you how to shoot the ball so that we can win for real. I'm not trying to diss your grandfather. I'm trying to win this game. I'm not trying to diss nobody. I'm not trying to dish your knowledge, your wisdom, your scholarship, your understanding, but I would like to win the game. Wouldn't you like to win this game for a change? Tired of losing. Because I know when I play basketball, I really try hard to win the game because I don't want to sit the bench. And who knows how many other brothers and sisters want to play ball, and you got to wait again for your time to get back on the court. But as long as you win, you can stay on the court. But when you lose, you got to sit your ass down and wait till you get another chance. How long y'all want to sit on this damn bench? Because you got this pride. Yeah, but sitting on the bench, what kind of pride do you have sitting on the bench? And I don't care if you lose by 1 point, you still lose the game. I don't care how great the game was. Oh man. Yeah, T. Yeah, make it, take it. When you play make it, take it, as long as you scoring, the ball stays in your possession. But look, how long you wanna sit the bench? How long y'all wanna be losers? And you want to feel like a winner. I don't want to feel like a winner. I want to be a winner, okay? And these people act like there's something wrong with that. I also want the truth. I don't care about what feels good. I want to know the facts. I want to know the truth. I want to be real. I already know I'm not an African. I know I'm not an Aboriginal. I'm not Kemetic. I'm not Ethiopian. I already know all this stuff. I would feel stupid putting on these costumes. And that's the only thing that y'all like to do. Put on these costumes, pretending to be something that you never was. You're not them. Maybe your ancestors was. You are not them at all. You're not even trying. You're not even trying to be these people. You just want to talk about it. You're not even trying to be these people. And you get angry at somebody when they reject what you're talking about. Hell, we can see that you're not even trying. If you're African, every time I see your happy ass, dress like an African, talk like an African, walk like them, be them, but you're not. You're a Negro. That's all you're gonna be. You're gonna die that way. You're not an Egyptian. You're not a Native American. Just be you. And there's nothing wrong with being you. The only problem with being you is that we're foolish, we're immature, we're silly, we're self-destructive, things of that nature. There's nothing wrong with us. When you straighten yourself out, why are these people so special? The African, the Aboriginal, or whatever. Why are they so special? They ain't did a damn thing for you. Did they come looking for you? Hell no. How many Africans come looking for your ass? None. How many Africans, how many Native Americans are taking DNA tests trying to find out if they related to African Aboriginal Americans? Nobody. You the only dumbass that's doing it. You the only one going all out your way. I'm an Aboriginal. The hell with them. I'm not interested. I'm my own person. I do my own thing. And that's what this temple is about. We're like James Brown. I'm getting up and do my own thing. And guess what? When you become the great people when you demonstrate your potential, guess what? They'll start looking for you because they want to be part of you. Well, you know, I'm related to those African Americans. Well, them Aboriginals will be, you know, we related to those African, those people they call African American. They really Native American. They'll be coming looking for you instead of you looking for them. But here you are, you a beggar. Please accept me. I'm an African. Please accept me. I'm a Native American, Aboriginal. Please accept me. You a beggar on your knees, begging and groveling. And no matter how hard you try, you a loser. And nobody want to be associated with you because you a loser. Ain't no Africans want to be associated with you because you a loser. No Native Americans is trying to claim your happy ass because you a loser, a beggar, you groveling. But when you get up and start doing your own thing and show them, I don't need your happy ass. Watch them. I'm telling you. Watch them change their whole thing. Even the Caucasian people. Even the Caucasian people. Because back in the day, they wanted to be soul brothers and sisters. They wanted to be black. Because black was the end thing. Black was groovy. And we can get all that right back again. And not only soul food, not only soul music, but we can reunite the soul of humanity in America and around the world. You just don't understand your potential because you're trying to be some other losers. When now it's your turn to get off the bench, it's your turn to play. And we playing to win. So on this team, we playing to win. I'm not going back and try to be somebody that's a bunch of losers. They had their time. It's over. It's your time. I take the information. I take the college education. I take the DVD. I take the tapes. I take my learning and I make it mine. It's mine. And they teach me, but I'm going one step further. I'm searching for new information. What am I missing? So I can walk more correctly. Because if I walk more correctly, I have more of a chance to win. And that's what it's about. And you wonder why you can't move forward. You can't move forward. These people got us going backwards to 5,000 years ago, 2,000 years ago, 1,400 years ago, the 1960s. This is 2019. Grow up, mature, and evolve. Stop being a caterpillar. Silk around your body and come out and let's be a beautiful butterflies and take off from the ground and able to fly into the heavens. That's what should be on your mind. That's where we need to go. I'm not interested in being somebody I never was, and I'm not interested in to return to some people who got their ass whooped. I respect you, mama. I respect you, daddy. I respect the ancestors. They got their ass whooped. Do you understand me? You cannot, I don't care how you try to pretty it up. I don't care what kind of excuses that you make. When somebody whooped your ass, you got your ass beat. That's just the bottom line. You cannot make a fat lip look pretty. You cannot make a black eye look pretty. You cannot make a headstone on a grave look pretty. They lost. But through us, they can win. Do you understand where I'm coming from? They can't win. They lost. You want to be Africans. Those Africans are losers. They have their own land. They're in a better position than you are in. And look at them. Why I want to be part of that? They losers. They greedy. They kill their own people. They just as stupid as we are in this country. So what's the sense? I'm already stupid and a loser in America. You want to go back to Africa, be stupid and a loser on another continent. I might as well stay where the hell you at. If you want to go back to Africa, go back a winner. Show them how to win. If you want to be a Native American, an Aboriginal, be a winner. Go back to your people that you claim that you come from. Show them how to be a winner. Anything other than that is nonsense. They don't like Angelsnupnup7 because I gotta keep it real. My brother JT Riley once says, there's only two people in this world. Either you real or you fake. I'm gonna keep it real. And I'm gonna die on my post. Keeping it real. I'm never gonna break down and accept this fantasy, fictional, spiritual, wacky mindset that has done nothing for us. And it will never do nothing for us. It's time for you to grow up. Be a man and be a woman. Time to grow up and act like adults. Get out of this slave mentality. As long as you keep holding on to the black and the African and all these other racist ass labels that this picker will put on us, you're a slave. You have not gone beyond your slave master. You're not different. You're still using the tools that your slave master gave you. So how the hell are you free? You're not free. You're nothing but a chocolate-covered version of them. That's all. And they know it. This is what's so sad. You keep talking about, people keep talking about the agents and the spies and COINTELPRO and all. These people, hey look, these people are not even bothered with that stuff with y'all out here in black conscious land. You're destroying yourself. So why should they? I can guarantee you the FBI, CIA, all them boys paying no damn attention to you because they see a bunch of confused children running around on the playground. You're not making no progress. Why should the CIA or the FBI, why should the government tap your phone and have spies and all this stuff? Y'all don't have nothing going on. That's a waste of taxpayer money. The best they might do, let's assign, hey, let's assign hey, what's up there, Allison? Real Zulu in the house. The best the government might do, they might get some of their agents that graduated number 100 out of that class. We'll assign you to watch them niggas, you know, on YouTube or something. They don't care about you. Y'all ain't doing nothing. Because I know if I was in the government and looking at all this dumb stuff and what y'all saying, all the crap that you're doing on YouTube, there ain't nothing to worry about. They're going to be doing the same stuff 100 years from now. So what is there to worry about? They are not maturing. They're not evolving. They stuck in Kemet. They stuck in ancient Ethiopia. They stuck in the 1960s. They stuck in the past. So what is there to worry about? Go eat your lunch and enjoy yourself. That's all, you know? So, those points I wanted to make. The problem with education is that you're limited to that education. You cannot go beyond that. You don't open up your mind to go beyond what you're taught. And any real teacher wants their student to go beyond what they was taught. That's why Bruce Lee was so amazing. Bruce Lee had 10 teachers, and all of them was proud of Bruce because he was able to take everything they taught him and go beyond their teaching. But as you can see here out in the black YouTube community, they are unable to do that. They are unable to evolve. And what you see is a bunch of robots repeating the same stuff over and over again. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said this. The Honorable Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, the black man is God, the black woman is a queen. The same stuff over and over again. A dog chasing his tail, same stuff over and over again. And you come to me with your tail in your mouth and you think I'm supposed to be impressed. See, I come from the same place these people come from. The difference is I got tired of my tail being in my mouth, chasing the tail around in circles. This ain't fun. I'm not getting nowhere with this. Now, I didn't know what to do, but I'm not gonna be chasing my tail like this. Cause this I'm not getting nowhere. But see, now it's different. We should know what to do now. And everything is right for us if you take advantage of it. The time is now. And time is not gonna last forever. If you run out of time, then you're gonna get exactly what's coming to you. And that's what I'm scared of. If you're not talking about the Mississippi campaign, we have nothing to talk about. Because if you don't do that, if you don't take that type of action, all this other stuff that you're talking about don't mean anything. Also, you're simple-minded because what you don't understand is that all these other past disciplines, all these different past solutions, you actually can it can actually be part of the Mississippi campaign. But you have to do things differently, more creative. We have to have vision. We have to think about a time where we won't even live. We'll be dead and gone. You have to have that vision to see what kind of vision do a person have if they stuck in the past. They still thinking about 1960, 1970, 5000 BC. What kind of vision can they have? They have none. That's the past. And that's death. And that's death. You should be wanting to seek life. And Jesus said, I bring you life and life more abundantly. It's about living, it's about life. It's not about survival. That's all we're doing right now. It's about surviving and learning how to live. And bringing life not only to us, but bring life to the whole spectrum of humanity. If you only understood your potential. That got you stuck in the past and got you where you really don't think too much of yourself. You think all these other people are better and greater than you are. And I'm not saying that we're greater or better than anybody, but because of our situation, because of where we come from, it's our time to show people how it's supposed to be done. And we can. Once we stop being damn robots. once we stop allowing ourselves to be confined in these boxes. And on that note, I got to get out of here. I just wanted to holler at y'all and finish this this little talk up real quick. And I really thank you for joining me. I did upload all of my old blog talk radio shows from 2009, 2010, 2011. And if you listen to those blog talk shows, you will see that I don't think the way I used to think from back then. But see, that's part of the growing process. That's the part of the evolution of the mind. And when you listen to my old blog talk show, you will see that I sort of think the way they think now, and they still think that way, but I had to come up out of that because I'm always learning. I'm always looking at things, always evolving. I'm always searching for new information. I'm not looking for information to support what I say. I'm looking for the truth. I'm looking for the facts. Whether it support what I say or it don't. That's the difference between myself and these other people. They only looking for information to support their belief and their opinion. They don't give a damn about the truth. And as your Bible said, only the truth can make you free. If it ain't the truth, you're not gonna be made free. And the truth of the matter is, I gotta get out of here. I still got a whole lot of miles in front of me. Thank you, Austin, Alliston. Thank you, Rowan and Michael and Tone. Those in the chat room, thank y'all so much. Y'all never let me be by myself out here in this lonely, cold world. I want to thank Google. I want to thank Google and YouTube giving me the privilege to do this. I want to send a shout out to my sister, Nova Levine, my brother Taalik, brother Gary, Cuckoo Cutter, and my Facebook, and brother Craig. Thank you, thank everybody. And if I don't die, because you know I'm a realist, I could die any minute. I could die any minute, so I'm a realist. But if I live, hopefully I'll come back and talk with us maybe later on today or sometime tomorrow.